And now it's time for Southern California's sports fishing voice. Let's talk hookup. For the next 2 hours, join Pete Gray, rock cod Rick Maxa, and this week's special expert guest for fishing information, new techniques to catch more fish, and the most current scoop on what's happening in the water. Let's Talk Hookup is sponsored in part by Yamaha Outboards, official motor sponsor of Let's Talk Hookup. Royal Polaris, the world's finest long-range sports fisher. By Ford, the official truck of Let's Talk Hookup, and Shimano Rods and Reels. Fish with the best. Shimano. Get ready for the fastest 2 hours on radio with the hosts of Let's Talk Hookup, Pete Gray and Rock Cod Rick Maxa.
Good morning, anglers, and welcome to Let's Talk Hookup. Man, do we have a great show for you today. Pete is not going to be joining us today. He is en route to Panama with the cast man and Steve Pennard having a great trip. But Corey and I are going to have a great time in the studio. We've got Corey from MC Swimbaits and myself hosting the show with our great guest, Captain Jim Hughes from the Cortez. Going to be an awesome day and a lot of fun. You stay tuned. You're listening to a great one. It's Let's Talk Hookup on the mighty 1090.
Who's going to be more successful? The guy with a state-of-the-art fish finder and the latest sonar technology? Or the guy who wastes time looking for fish the old-fashioned way? Smart fishermen know how to embrace technology. And no one understands technology better than your San Diego County Ford dealer. The new F-150 is the only truck available with Pro Trailer Backup Assist. The most advanced, most efficient way to back a trailer ever. It's just one of many high-tech features you won't find on any other truck. Ford is also the only brand available with EcoBoost, a twin turbocharged engine that offers impressive fuel economy without sacrificing power. In other words, Ford trucks just flat out work smarter. So whether you're on the road or on the water, don't let technology pass you by. Come in now and get a clearance price on a new high-tech 2017 F-Series pickup. Visit your nearest San Diego County Ford dealer today. Ford, that's California smart. Learn more at buyfordnow.com.
For decades, the Kona Kai has been considered San Diego's premier marina, resort, and spa. Now, with millions of dollars in upgrades, the Kona Kai Resort is a destination for travelers worldwide who can live it every day. The docks and services are the finest quality in San Diego, and the Kona Kai is the closest marina to the open ocean. As a marina tenant, you enjoy many benefits, including secured free parking, a deluxe health club, swimming pool, and more. Enjoy discounts at their restaurant, bar, and hotel. If you don't have a boat, there are memberships available at a very affordable price. The Kona Kai Club has been offering members a home away from home since 1953. Members can spend their days on Kona Kai's private beach, meet new people in the club's modern lounge, share a meal with family at Bessel Restaurant and Bar, or pamper themselves in Spa Terra. Check out ResortKonakai.com on the web for more information, to reserve a slip, or inquire about joining the club. The Kona Resort, like being on vacation every day in your own backyard.
It's time to get excited about fishing, and Point Loma Sport Fishing has everything you'll need. They offer half-day and three-quarter-day trips daily, perfect for families and the novice or seasoned fishermen. Point Loma Sport Fishing also offers overnight to multi-day trips, targeting the best of seasonal catches. Visit their website at pointlomasportfishing.com, where you can purchase tickets online and get more information on the trips available, or call 619-223-1627.
A few years ago, Shimano introduced the Tranx 500 reel, and it changed the way we cast for big fish. Now, by popular demand, Shimano has created two new sizes. Introducing the Tranx 300 and 400, available now at your local Shimano dealer. Tranx is the dream reel for throwing big baits and catching big fish. X-Ship and HEG technologies combine to provide massive cranking power with a smooth, effortless retrieve. Plus, Shimano's new Core Protect water-resistant technology provides long-lasting durability in the harshest environment. The new Tranx 300 and 400 are available in 2 gear ratios and 2 different handle designs to cover all fresh and saltwater applications. See the new Tranx 300 and 400 at your local Shimano dealer. Tranx, it's not just a new reel, it's a way to fish. Check Shimano.com for all the details.
Welcome back to Let's Talk Hookup on the mighty 1090. Going to be a great show today, and stoked guest, or not even guest anymore, our co-host Corey Sandin from MC Swimbaits here with Pete on the way up to Panama. Morning, Corey.
Pretty darn exciting, Rick.
Yeah, totally glad to have you here. And I know both of us are very excited to have the guy sitting right next to us, and that's Captain Jim Hughes from the Cortez. Without question, the busiest guy in the sport fishing business. So we're stoked that you take a couple hours to hang out and BS with Corey and I talking some fishing.
A lot of salty years there, too, Rick.
No doubt. Morning, Jim. Morning. Well, we're certainly pumped to have you. Lots going on. This is, well, it kind of isn't an off season the last few years, as far as fishing goes, but this is often the times when guys are getting maintenance done, getting ready for tuna fishing. But boy, the last couple seasons really haven't provided much of an off season at all with the, shots of bluefin so early now. It was this year in particular, it was hard to decide when last season faded and this season started. The line was awfully blurred.
The only thing that's blurred is the weather. That is it.
Yeah.
I mean, you got the sea bass starting to bite up there at the islands now. You got this bluefin down below, bluefin almost up out here, up in front. And you got, of course, the rockfish, the yellowtail at the islands. No, there hasn't been no wind. Just the weather. Yeah. The weather's the only thing giving the guys a break.
Yeah, no doubt, man. And when a lot of people will take their time to, regroup and take a breath and work on things, that's when you start your wintertime stint on the Royal, and then as that just barely comes to an end, you start kicking butt on your boat on the Cortez. So
start doing our work on that. The Royal is coming back in here on the 22nd or something, or pretty soon. And then we'll be on both boats because they'll be hauling mine out and they'll be hauling that boat out. So try to get that taken care of.
Yeah.
And then hopefully we're all ready to rock and roll here by middle of May, and season really gets kicked off. I know guys are starting to go out more and more, getting more boats out. We got boats going out next weekend. So we'll see how everything plays out.
That sounds good to us. So this is we're basically starting maintenance period for the Cortez. I know you're just telling Corey and I that your date to pull the boat out of the water is coming right here. What is this, just an annual inspection kind of thing for you? Are there any projects that we would look forward to seeing that you're doing with the Cortez this year?
No, we're putting in some new transducers and stuff, and we change out the props, change cutlass bearings, do mostly all the bottom stuff we need to get done. We've got our boat been torn apart since we finished fishing. We just do a little bit of here and there, try to keep everything up to snuff for everybody. Yeah. And just general maintenance stuff, and try to, instead of most guys knocking it out in 15, 20, 30 days, we sort of spread it out.
Sure.
We get a little bit done, try to do as best we can for each situation.
Yeah.
Like that, and then get ready to go. Make sure we're 100% ready to go.
Corey, I know you could comment on this just from your years there at Seaforth. That boat is just always right. The Cortez always looks and runs efficient and right, and you don't ever hear of problems. And, clearly whatever it is that you guys do is right, because that boat is just always – it's always tip-top.
Yeah, I mean, that's exactly it, Rick. And a lot of those guys with the decades of knowledge that Jim has actually lean on Jim for, intel on what to do on their boat or where to go with it. Not only the fishing knowledge, too, Absolutely.
Well, I've known Corey for a long time, since he was on the bait boats. He's pouring his own boat, or his own baits and stuff now. And so we go back
a couple years.
Yeah, a long time. I mean, the old A-frame Seaforth sport fishing by the seashore.
That's right. Yeah. You got it.
So, Jim, tell us about the Cortez. I mean, a lot of people have had the opportunity to come fish with you, but being that you guys do a lot of charter, there's a lot of people that I'm sure are aware but maybe haven't been lucky enough to get to ride on the Cortez before. Maybe give us a little rundown about the boat and your operation and the type of trips that you run.
It's a 60-foot by 18-foot seaway. There's several sister ships to it.
Very classic SoCal sport fishing boat.
Exactly. Built for the Catalina, that up in that area for that kind of fishing, and plus the offshore. We're mostly offshore. We do 90% charters, if not a little bit better than that. Our season usually runs from 1st of June to the end of October. Hopefully, last couple of years it goes all the way in November, some cases December. But we try to keep busy. I mean, like I said, and then I get off that boat and try to go get on the Royal there for a few trips if we can, and stay busy doing that. And we stay busy.
Yeah, you do.
Stay out of trouble. Stay busy.
One thing that you always see, and again, Corey, I know Corey knows this better than anybody, is the groups that fish on that Cortez. That's their boat, and they don't go anywhere else. And it's. I'm sure there are select dates available here and there, but it's not easy to put a charter together on the Cortez. You guys are very popular, and you're very popular for a reason.
That's right. I don't advertise at all and everything. It's just straight word of mouth. I've had the same groups for 18, 20 years. and we get a changeover of 2 or 3 new groups a year. That's about it.
That's cool.
And then,
I mean, Jim, you're saying 90% charter base, right? Very little open party, but out of that 90%, that's probably a 99% return rate on your charter group.
Yeah, it is. Most of the groups, I mean, they're like I said. I mean, there's charters that only take 1 or 2 trips a year, but they still got guys that want to go on the boat. So when we have, a chance, we put the boat online for open party trips, and it's usually not a problem to fill it up. So we try to keep it that way. We're going to have hopefully a little bit more open party business this year.
That's great.
So
it's a good problem to have. I know that you've said it before that you really enjoy doing open party trips for exactly what you just said. It gives an opportunity for people to ride the boat and fall in love with the type of program that you run, and then do their own charters. But it's a good problem to not have the time to get to put the boat online.
Exactly.
But those trips do happen.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah,
I mean, that's just the way it is. So we take it like that, and we got a couple open party boats that are running day and a half and 1 days this year at the landing, and including the prowlers coming over.
Yeah,
You're
that's
losing
exciting
a boat.
news.
Yeah. So and then Mike and the Tribute. And we got the Tomahawk. We got some good charter boats over there. Some good open party boats.
There's some great boats, and it's a great operation. It's just a testament to how things have always been. I mean, I grew up my lifetime. I grew up fishing at Seaforth and all the guys, and you don't see a lot of turnover, and it's because everything is right. And it's always exciting when somebody new comes to the fleet. Like you say, like the Prowler, we're going to have Andrew and Drew and Marcus on the show next weekend. That'll be fun, getting to hear about how things are going to change and develop with that boat, and that'll be a lot of fun. When it comes to charters on the Cortez, what would you say is your ideal group size? I mean, I know that the boat can probably handle a bunch, and you probably have select charter groups that only take a couple, and those probably are always fun. But what's an ideal charter group for guys out there wanting to go fishing, wanting to gobble up maybe one of the extra charter dates that is available? What's an ideal group to go fish on the Cortez?
We find it 15 to 17.
Okay.
Works out good. We can sleep 23, but 15 to 17 is ideal.
Perfect.
I mean, that's where everybody can be comfortably fishing. Sure. We got plenty of room up the side of the boat and in the back of the boat, and we put the new bait tanks on year before last, and so I added a lot more room to the back.
I know that was a big project that you guys did last time. We talked quite a bit about that. Really upped your capacity.
Absolutely.
And with this Bluefin, I'm guessing that's an important tool to have. That's a fish that oftentimes you need.
Sometimes you got to be on a school that you need to throw some bait.
Yeah.
And hopefully, most of the time that isn't the case, but hopefully, we have good bait supply and everything. The Abraham Bait Company's been fantastic as far as putting bait in for both sides, for San Diego Bay, Mission Bay, even up there in Dana. So the guys really appreciate the effort, and we got room now. And we save our bait, too.
We talk about it a lot on the show. Corey, nobody knows more about it with you, working with the guys on the bait boats. But even though we talk about it all the time, we still take it for granted how crazy it is that, I mean, there's just not a fishery in the world that
not
exists
even close, right?
Like ours, and it's just there is virtually never a time where there's not bait on demand.
Well, you say that, but when there isn't, it's usually very good fishing. Okay?
Yeah.
So it's kind of that goes hand in hand. If it's really good fishing, obviously bait's going to be a little tough, and there really isn't any other fishery in the world that has the accommodations of a bait fleet that supply, all the sport fishing boats like the Cortez. And it's just, it's a thankless job. It really is.
It's not thankless.
Yeah.
This fleet appreciates it.
Well, I get that totally.
Yeah.
But I mean, it kind of gets overshadowed a little bit.
It does.
It does.
Because they're so good at it. I mean, that's the thing. Like you say, sure, there are times when it's the fishing, and it's always tough. It's really fun when we have Buck on here and guys talk about it, because when the fishing's at its very best, oftentimes are the conditions where the bait is the most difficult. It's the hardest to catch, and then it's hardest to keep. Usually we get the hot water, fishing's red hot and things are excited. The bait, it's the hardest time to keep the bait. And so even when it's at its most struggle, and maybe there is a ration or two, just think about what it goes into trying to make that happen. It's such an impressive operation.
There's something that doesn't get mentioned either, and Jim probably knows where I'm going, but a lot of the boats over the last 20 years have increased their bait capacity by at least double, maybe triple, right, Jim?
Mm-hmm. Yes, absolutely.
You're right. Yeah, totally
yes.
right.
And
they have, and I've seen boats, smaller boats that usually only have one bait tank Now they got 2, and then other guys.
Slammer.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, and it's something you need.
Yeah.
But if the guys can serve it and treat it right and everything, that bait. I mean, a lot of part of it is like curing the bait, because these guys are working so hard getting the bait in and out every night. You know, and the guys, I'll just throw the rest of this bait away. No, it's important. Save that bait, because every scoop or 2 that you can keep on the boat for another day, that's your hook bait come, 4 or 5 days down the line. You know, and now I noticed this on the last 2 whale trips that we ran on the Royal. We didn't see the bait down below. Coming up the line.
Interesting.
And now we see it. From Cedrus all the way up inside to San Carlos and up, there's big, giant spots of that sardine. I mean, gigantic spots, what we didn't see before the last probably 5, 6, 7, 8 years.
Interesting.
And so there's plenty of bait that's up along the beach and tight.
I love hearing stuff like that. That just shows how much of fishermen you guys are. You're on a trip to take people down to go check out some awesome sites, I'm sure, the whales and the lagoons, but like that whole time, when in theory you're just driving the boat home to go, pick up the next load of people, like you guys are, you're fishing. You may not have rods and reels and hooks in the water, but you're fishing the whole time.
It's a hard habit to break.
Yeah,
really
I'll bet it is, man. I like it.
Not a bad habit to break.
Yeah, that's pretty darn cool. Well, Corey, as you can hear, we got an awesome show coming today. I mean, so much great info, and you want to talk about a great guy to have in here, talking everything from local fishing to long-range fishing to that great bluefin fishing we've had the last couple seasons and are continuing to have right now. We're going to have a great show today, and we want to hear from you. If you want to be a part of Let's Talk Hookup, there's 2 ways that you can join us this morning, and first is with our local line, which is 858 area code 457-1090. Again, 858-457-1090. That's our local number. Or you can reach us toll-free, and that toll-free line is 877-792-1090. One more time, 877-792-1090. And not only are we going to be talking all kinds of great fishing today, we're going to be talking about the Cortez. We've got some great catch reports coming your way, and man, did Jim give us an awesome prize. One lucky caller at the end of today's show is getting an opportunity to go fishing on the Cortez. You're getting a gift certificate that's good for any day-and-a-half open party trip, or you can take this day-and-a-half value and put it towards a 2.5-day trip on the Cortez. How cool is that?
Put a dollar figure on that. I mean, what is that, Jim? A dollar figure, roughly.
$1.
Well, I mean,
that's
honestly, the sheet of paper is worth probably $1, but
it's I think the open party trips this year for the day and a half is going to be like $360.
There you go, a $360 certificate, Rick.
Yeah, that's awesome. Well, we're just so thankful to Jim. That was really, really cool of you to do, and I know how pumped our callers and anglers are going to get a chance to go fishing on the boat, and just a very, very cool opportunity to go fishing with some of the best guys in the business. So again, if you want to get your chance to talk to the man, Captain Jim Hughes, 858-457-1090 or 877-792-1090. When we come back, we're going to be taking your phone calls. Lots of great info coming your way. You stay tuned. You're listening to Southern California's sport fishing voice. It's Let's Talk Hookup on the mighty 1090.
Here's John Ireland for Rancho Leonero.
Rancho Leonero was awarded the Certificate of Excellence from TripAdvisor for 4 straight years. Especially interesting, most hotels are just hotels, and most people stay in the hotel and go do their activities elsewhere. Rancho Leonero, of course, provides fishing, diving, all activities, all meals, your whole vacation. So the fact that we're so highly rated, we're very proud of it. From picking you up at the airport to dropping you off, literally everything is turnkey from there. We make it as easy as we can for you at the ranch. From your meals to whether you're going to go fishing or diving or just hang out by the pool. When you're coming to Rancho Leonero, you are coming to John Ireland's home. I guarantee the best fishing vacation experience in all of Baja. It's unique. There's nowhere that I could think of to get the same experience that you get at Rancho Leonero. Our new reservation phone number is 800-646-2252, 646-BAJA, and RanchoLeonero.com. It's really unique. It is. We're very proud of it.
For East Cape Fishing, Jen Wren is known as the best. This is Mark Rayer. Great service, top quality equipment, including all accurate reels, CalStar rods, and Cimarron electronics, has put my immaculately maintained twin-engine cruisers in a class of their own. For memories of a lifetime, just bring your hat and sunglasses, and we'll provide a fishing experience that will exceed your expectations. Our calendar's filling fast, so don't miss out. For packages, 2 live webcams, a weekly fishery report, and more, check out TeamJenWren.com. We pick up at all East Cape resorts resorts, so let's go fishing.
You've heard all about it. You know the anglers catching fish have it, so what's holding you back? It's a fact. FishDope.com really does help you catch more fish and burn less fuel. FishDope.com is the only fish finding service with a spotter plane along with a crew of top anglers on the water almost every day that report actual locations and catches. You can get daily catch reports from Point Conception to San Martin Island, 365 days a year. FishDope.com is for everyone, whether you have your own boat, fish on your friend's boat, or a sport boat. FishDope.com has online planning tools, moon phase, tides, hot bite icons, and more. So bottom line is, if you don't have FishDope.com, well, you're probably missing a lot of bites. Membership costs less than $50 of gas, and that's for the entire year. That's right, 1 year. What a bargain. Plus, use the special code to save $20 on a new FishDope.com membership. Check it out today. FishDope.com. Catch more fish, burn less fuel.
When it comes to fishing rods for saltwater, there's just one name you need to know, CalStar. Take, for example, the Graphiter series. It's a true graphite and fiberglass composite rod, the finest it's ever been built. And for anglers seeking traditional performance, durability, and quality at an affordable price, the CalStar West Coast series of rods and blanks are the ones for you. Their master craftsmen bring decades of rod building experience to every rod they make. So if you want your fishing rods to be truly state-of-the-art, I always recommend CalStar at fine tackle stores everywhere.
For local and long-range fishing, the Islander out of Fisherman's Landing is a favorite among seasoned or novice anglers. But Islander Charters is much more than great fishing. They also do incredible Guadalupe white shark diving trips as well as a schedule of kayak mothership trips. You need to check out the Islander on their website, islander-charters.com. The Islander is San Diego's leader when it comes to 2 to 5 day fishing. Watch the website for trips and adventures available. Experience the Islander difference. Visit islander-charters.com for all the details.
Welcome back to Let's Talk Hookup on the Mighty 1090. Phones are packing up here again. If you want to get your opportunity to get through, 858-457-1090. There's one of those open, that local line, 858-457-1090. There was one open, 858-457-1090. But there is still one toll-free line available. That one is 877-792-1090. One more time, 877-792-1090. And kick us off this morning is our good buddy Jeff Mariani from Cedros Kayak Fishing. And Jeff, could it be true this early in the year the island's already kicking out and the fishing's happening?
Man, things are. I'm just jazzed right now. Good morning, Rick, Corey, Jim. Thank you for giving me a few minutes here. I'll try not to take too much time, but man, I am pumped up.
Yeah,
I've been fishing down there every single month so far this year, and we're catching fish. I'll confirm what Jim said. There is a ton of bait down around Cedros Island right now. If anyone's thinking about Cedros, this is the year, everybody. Like I'm telling you, it's been nonstop. We had halibut to 30 pounds out of the kayaks. We caught thresher sharks, not out of the kayak, but we were trolling rapalas in one day and got like a 250-pounder, which was awesome. It's very early in the year for this. We got cabria over there this trip.
Really?
Big calico.
Cabria?
I didn't know.
Cabria, yes.
Really?
This was our first of 3 Sea Samurai charters, so I had crazy Kevin Nakata down there doing his thing, and just as always, the guy just produces. So
that's so cool.
Thanks to some magical baits that Corey gave to Kevin to bring down, we put the guests on fish of their lives, and I'm telling you guys, like this is going to be the year for sure down there.
So Jeff, that setup actually worked pretty good.
It didn't work good, Corey. It worked great. Like
that's awesome.
It's definitely something new and exciting for us down there, and it's a big fish bait. Like that's just all there needs to be said. Like
Jeff,
that's great.
Jeff, that's one of Rick's favorite techniques. Actually, up north, Alaska, is a lead-headed slug, and that's what I set up Jeff to try to catch a halibut with was 8-inch lead-headed slug.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
simple.
It works. It works.
That's so cool.
Definitely.
What a fun. I mean, I don't know, just like we were saying at the beginning of the show, you almost can't call it a start to the season because you've been catching fish, like you said, every month you've been down there. But man, boy, the prospects looking forward, Jeff, are just fantastic, and all the way across the board on every, you and I were texting back and forth, and you said any fish that we decided to try to target, you caught without any issue. We're going to go try and catch halibut. Okay, we got a bunch of halibut. We're going to go fish calicos. Okay, we got a bunch of those and big ones. I mean, sounds like it's off to a great start.
It really is, and we had great weather. I mean, it's just, I know a lot of guys don't go down early in the season, worried about weather, but we had 3 fantastic days of weather down there, and that, 65-degree water. Like, that's, I don't know, you guys, like, that's I think it's going to be pretty crazy down there this year for sure. So.
And really no better place to be, Jeff. I mean, if you have weather on a 20-plus mile long island, that you have a lead of fish. I mean, where's the questionable deal,
Everywhere
Absolutely.
where we anchored up, from Grand Canyon, Frog Canyon, Sea Lion Canyon, there was bass flipping in anywhere from 2 to 10 pounds.
On the RP with a whale trip?
Yes.
Okay.
That's so cool.
Yeah, I'll confirm that. That's pretty much where we were, Jim, pretty much most of the trip.
That sounds like where I want to be.
Action.
Yeah.
Sounds like where I want to be.
We had chance at yellows too. A couple times they came up on us, and but 5 and 6 pound calicos were beating the yellows to the jig. I saw it with my own eyes.
Man,
so
that is
there's
cool,
a lot
Jeff.
of life down there. So if anyone wants to go down, give me a call anytime. There's a couple open spots still this year. I added a couple trips in September. You can check my website, cedroskayakfishing.com, or just give me a call. 760-412-2507, and would love to get you on the fish of your life like I just did these last guests.
Do yourself a favor and take advantage of this trip that Jeff offers. It's very unique, and you were, like you said, you were completely sold out and added a few trips. So these are trips that undoubtedly will sell out again. So it's a very unique opportunity that Jeff provides, having the kayaks down there and staying at your home, and just a fantastic opportunity. Well, Jeff, an awesome report. You certainly got us fired up. I don't know if Corey's going to be able to sit still for the rest of the show hearing about 5-pound calicos trying to beat out yellowtail to the jig. It sounds good to us, buddy.
Absolutely. Thanks so much for getting me in there this morning, and I'll be listening. And Jim's a wealth of knowledge, and can't wait to hear some more.
Thanks, Jeff. Appreciate the phone call very much from Cedros Kayak Fishing. We'll talk to you soon, Jeff. Thank you.
See you tomorrow. It's day at the dock.
All right, buddy. Sounds good to us. All right, well, the phones are packed. Everybody wants to talk to Jim. Why don't we start it off this morning with John, who's calling us from Lakeside. Good morning, John. Welcome to Let's Talk Hookup.
Good morning, Rick, Corey, and Captain Jim. How are you this morning?
Good morning.
Great, John. Good morning.
Thank you much for taking my call. Hey, my question is for Captain Hughes. Do you have any plans on running the boat early this year to run down for the bluefin that are down there?
We're going to try to get it online as soon as possible. As soon as possible. We're hauling out at the end of this month. Hopefully we'll have
any open party.
Yes, they will. There will be open party trips.
And so you basically just need to get through your maintenance period, which is coming up here. As soon as the boat's ship shape, you're ready to go.
Yes.
As soon as the fish present their opportunity and the boat is ready, Cortez is running.
That's right.
When does your kind of charter start? So obviously when the charters are going, but if the boat's done and finished up with maintenance and that fish is biting, you could in theory open party.
Yes,
as soon as you're ready.
There's a couple other boats that'll be open party,
Sure.
so we'll be running on a limited load basis or ultra limited load basis. But usually our charter business gets going second week in June, and then we're pretty much, we'll have a few open party trips after that. But before that, hopefully we can get some limited load. It justifies what we're going to do to try to be ready to go.
And limited load, what kind of number, Jim?
Like 14, 15.
14.
Oh,
and now,
gosh, come on.
Now understand, how wide's the boat?
18.
So you could fit relatively 10 people on the stern, like arm to arm almost. I mean,
we could just
the whole group.
everybody can fit behind a bait tank.
Yeah, right. I mean,
oh, man.
So when you say 15 to 17 people, I mean that's basically the whole boat. I mean,
Well, it is. We just like to fish comfortable, and people like to not be crowded up.
Yeah.
So
it's very comfortable.
So like you say, should that scenario present itself, boats all ready to roll and the fish are biting and wanting to go. There's a couple of boats that are the quote-unquote open party boats that'll run out of Seaforth.
Correct.
Probably the Tribute and the Prowler.
Yes.
And then you'll offer that, more unique, just like you said, ultra-limited load, a little more comfortable, a little less people, just, kind of a custom trip, basically a charter, but open party.
Yeah.
That's what you're running.
And you get to, with that a limited amount of people, everybody gets to know each other.
Exactly.
And plus it usually gets people on the boat, usually half at least, haven't been on the boat before or whatever, so we get a little introduction to them like that, and we treat them like they've been our family forever.
And so easy to deal with. I mean, with 23 bunks and 15 guys.
Yeah.
There's a bunk for you and then another bunk to throw all your gear on. Yeah, that's sweet.
Absolutely.
Very cool. Well, John, I think we're just going to have to stand by the one.
Thank you for taking my call.
Yeah, buddy, of course. We appreciate you calling.
Thanks, John.
The one thing I will say is Seaforth does do an awesome job via their website, all the social media updates. So I'm assuming the best way to keep in touch, if and when that does happen, is just to keep in touch with Seaforth.
Yeah, I mean, what Seaforth does is puts the trips online usually a month in advance.
Okay.
That way people can, at least book it up. It's hard to say, okay, this is my schedule for the rest of the year.
Sure.
They try to do it a month in advance and keeps them on top of everything. And the guys down there do a good job.
Sure.
Excellent.
And it allows you guys to be able to react to what the fish are doing.
Absolutely.
If you need to be going a day and a half, or I've seen on the schedule you run a lot of 2.5 day trips.
Yes.
If you need if you need to stretch your legs out, it allows you to do so. You don't want to put up a bunch of 1 day trips if the fish are at 150 miles.
No, exactly. And I mean, and all in all, I started doing day and a half when I first got the boat, and everybody said, "Oh, it's a loser. You're losing days and this and that and the other." Well, it allows you to go wherever you need to go.
Sure.
Plus, your passengers, your clients get to fish all day. You get that morning opportunity, you get that evening opportunity, and we all know in the summertime it stays daylight until 8:30, 9 o'clock sometimes.
And it allows you the distance too.
Oh yeah, you can go down there and start out at 120 miles if you have to. Fortunately, over the last couple of years, we haven't had to go too far.
That's a trip that's built for the fisherman, not for the boat owner. Maybe explain a teeny bit when you say that the guys in the beginning were telling you, that's a loser. You don't want to do that. You lose money. Why is that? What are they referring to on a day?
Well, because you're losing a day, because you're coming in, you're leaving at 6 o'clock at night, 7 o'clock at night. You're running all night on a day and a half trip, and then you get to fish the whole day. Where you're on the 1 day trips, you're running in and out, in and out. You're leaving at 10 o'clock. And you get back up at 9 o'clock. You're back home. You try to get a 1 hour turnaround.
Sure.
You're like that. You miss something.
So the half day, it was basically the return in the morning where a guy can hop off the boat and head into work. The boat's not, the boat's tied up because you don't leave until that night. So
it's fishing. Yeah, exactly. So we can leave earlier on the day and a half and the 2.5. And on the 1 day thing, you're still missing a half a day of fishing. And you're missing a lot of times the best half because it's the longer daylight hours in the summer.
It's a trip that's built for the angler
and not the boat owner. Yeah, the boat owner's losing because they only have so many days during the season.
Right.
90 to 150 days, whatever it might be.
Correct.
And if you're, taking a half day here and there, I mean, that adds up to a lot of days at the end of your season.
But what it does do is allow a guy like Jim to be there to give the angler the best, like you say. How many times has that trip been made in that last 2 hours of daylight?
We've had
countless.
Yeah, exactly. Well, we had fish bite last year all the way until 10 o'clock at night.
And I'm sure you've been on the other side of it. Jim's been around a long time. That has got to be the worst feeling of fishing all day, working your butt off, trying to find them, needing to go home because it's time to make load, and then hearing all of your your peers that you work with on the radio. Oh, they're starting a show. Yeah. Hey, we just got to stop for 10. Having to drive home and hear that's got to just be the.
Oh yeah.
Nobody wants to catch fish more than the guy behind the.
Oh, and that's what I think the customers and the clients need to understand. There's nobody, and I can say this whole fleet from Point Conception south, including all the L.A. guys, San Diego guys. Nobody wants to catch more fish than the guy driving.
Guaranteed.
And everybody, competition breeds good business.
Yeah, it does.
It breeds good business, and everybody talks to each other. They can say whatever they want. I'm in this code group. I'm in that code group. But everybody talks. Everybody knows what's going up and down.
Yeah, for sure. That's pretty darn cool. That makes me fired up, Corey.
Yeah, definitely, Rick. And as you can hear, we have an exciting show ahead of us, Rick.
Yeah, you're not kidding. Hey, speaking of exciting, we're going to go all the way down to Panama right now, where normally we get our Southern Baja report. We're a little south of Southern Baja. The Cast Man is live in Panama right now. Buenos dias, Cast Man.
Hey, buenos dias. Ricky, Corey, you guys are doing a good job. Who needs Pete?
Well, I think right now you do. Got to keep you in line down in Panama.
Yeah, well, Ken Ross and I came in yesterday. He wanted to get in early to start sampling some rum. He wants to get in condition for the trip tomorrow. So
smart man.
Anyway, we sampled some rum last night, and actually we're heading out to the old part of town. There's a special liquor store there that makes a Panama red rum that Kenny discovered here about a couple of years ago, and it's the only place they sell it. it's in Panama only. It hasn't gotten to the States yet, so we're going to go get a couple bottles of that to take out to Pesca, Panama tomorrow.
You know, Cass, you don't run a marathon without taking some practice laps and doing some stretching. So I think that was very smart of you guys to get yourself acclimated, do a little sampling before the boys get there.
You got to, Rick. Anyway, but yeah, so we're looking forward to the trip. I guess Pete and Steve Pennard will get in tonight, and the rest of the guys are getting in today. So we'll fly out to David tomorrow, and then get on the mothership and fish until next Friday, and then come back into Panama next Friday afternoon and head home on Saturday. But fishing's supposed to be really, really good. I understand a lot of tuna right now, and big tuna, so stand by. Look for some good pictures and good report next week when we get back. But as far as the Southern Baja goes, there's a lot of red crabs down there, and they're really, really taking a toll on the fishing down there. Fish are just feeding on them, and, they are getting a few tuna. Up at the Herradura, they're out of Cabo San Lucas. It was a pretty good bite of tuna this week. The boat scored some pretty good numbers on tuna. Nothing big, most of them 15 to 30 pounds. And up in the Sea of Cortez, they're up in La Paz, there out of Sarabo Island, they were getting some tuna there. The weather's really shaping up down there. It looks like those north winds are just about over. So look for that fishing to really take off. And like I said, they're getting some pretty good pargo. And, of course, those pargo liso, the mullet snapper, are starting to stage there. In that one area there off of Sarabo Island that they do every year at this time of year. So look for that to really get good this next week or two. Loreto, a lot of yellowtail in there. The hot spots there, being Punta Coyote there off of Sarabo Island, Carmen Island. And then, of course, up at Coronado and a few of the other high spots there, Punta Pulpito. Nice grade yellowtail, 20 to 30 pounds. And a lot of bait right now, so it's easy to make your bait in the morning with your Lucky Joes, and it's some really good fishing. But anyway, that's the report for this week, Ricky. I'll be talking to you guys probably next Sunday morning because I'll be in the air coming back next Saturday morning back to L.A., and let you know how the trip went, and I'll let you know how the rum was.
Cass, can't wait. Sounds like an awesome trip in front of you guys. All the signs are really pointing to Panama being back in a big, big way, and we're really excited. Have a great time. Keep Pete in line for us, and we really wish you the best of success, Cass, man. A great, great, great trip. Have a blast with all the boys, and tell Kenny we said hi.
I will. And trying to keep Pete in line, that's a major job for me, so I don't know. I may need some help. Kenny, you need to give me a little hand on that.
You got your work cut out for you, buddy.
All right, man.
Thanks, Cass. Appreciate a great report. Hey, when we come back, we have got a lot of Let's Talk Hookup coming your way, including a lot of your phone calls. Great information coming your way. You stay tuned. It's Let's Talk Hookup on the mighty 1090.
No matter what the season, Rapala lure should always be a part of your fishing arsenal. It's time to stock up on the trolling lure that's proven to catch more fish. X-Rap Magnum by Rapala. Every X-Rap Mag runs perfect right out of the box. All have extreme action with a controlled, deep-diving, aggressive swimming motion. The large diving lip partners with premium VMC hooks and an irresistible rattle. Here's some big news. X-Rap Mags now get up to 40 feet deep with the new X-Mag 40. Spool up with Suffix line, which was designed and recommended for trolling X-Rap Mags, and you have a deadly combo. You should also check out Rapala Husky Magnum heavy-duty high-speed trolling lures built for battling large game fish. The Husky Mag lures, like all Rapala lures, are built tough and available at a great price. So bottom line, the X-Rap Magnum or the Rapala Husky Magnum are the ultimate trolling lures for Southern California and Baja saltwater fishing. Available in a variety of colors and sizes. No matter what you choose, the fish can't resist Rapala. Ask your local tackle dealer which is the hottest color and size, and start catching more fish. See the entire lineup at Rapala.com.
All right, it's time. It's coming up. The Newport Boat Show, the West's oldest and biggest yacht show, celebrating 45 years as the premier yacht show in the West. It's in the beautiful Newport Beach, the ultimate location for big boats. You can spend the day touring some of the finest yachts on the West with more than 200 boats. They've got trawlers and motor yachts and cruisers, sailboats, sports fishers, and more. You'll find a wide variety, too, of new products and services that make owning and operating your boat more enjoyable. It's April 19th through the 22nd at the Lido Marina Village. Rain or shine, it's Thursday, noon to 7, Friday and Saturday from 10 to 7, and then Sunday from 10 to 5. Admission's just $15. Kids 12 and under for free, and there's always active duty military discounts. If you want more information or tickets, go online to NewportBeachBoatShow.com.
This is Brandon Hayward with Bite Sport Fishing, here to talk about Parker Boats and the crew at West Coast Marine. In the spring of 2013, I bought my first Parker. When it came time to rebrand from one-man charters to Bite Sport Fishing and add to my fleet and start running out of Davies Locker, Newport Beach, and Fisherman's Landing this summer season, I chose a Parker. When clients ask why I chose Parker, I always say, I could have had any boat, but my 2320 is perfect for my white sea bass, offshore, and lobster program. Almost 6,000 hours on my 2320 Pilot House over the past 6 seasons has shown me that Parker is the ultimate West Coast charter boat. It's what customers expect. These stout workhorses offer everything anglers need, as in a stable platform with huge deck space for our West Coast style of live bait fishing. Parker's a big reason why I run more charters than any other small boat operation in Southern California. I like my 2320 so much that I bought another one. And while you never know what's going to happen with fishing, I know it won't be my last Parker I buy from West Coast Marine. If fishing isn't something you do but who you are, then Parker's for you, be it a one-day charter or a lifetime of ownership. If you're ready for a new Parker at a fair, upfront, and honest deal, you need to go see Kevin Kelly at West Coast Marine. Check out their inventory and information at westcoastmarine.com.
Hey, it's time for the 30-second Power Pro Seminar. Here's the hot tip for those of us that like to fish with small reels for big fish. Fill your spools with Power Pro Max Quattro. It's 25% thinner than standard Power Pro. That means you're going to get more line on that small reel. Plus, you can fly line your bait more effectively. Here's another tip about Power Pro Max Quattro. Your casting distance will increase in addition to increasing your spool capacity. So downsize your tackle and use Power Pro Max Quattro. Check PowerPro.com for more information.
This is Greg Stotesbury from AFCO. For more than 58 years, the American Fishing Tackle Company has been recognized as the premier manufacturer of precision-built offshore fishing tackle. AFCO continues this tradition today with an innovative technical fishing clothing line designed and built by fishermen for fishermen. From our next-generation waterproof shorts like Tactical or Stealth to our new anhydrous waterproof jacket and bibs, the entire AFCO clothing line is purpose-built with the latest AFTEC fabrics and features designed to deliver for the demanding angler. To find AFCO products, go to AFCO.com and find a dealer near you.
XEPRS 1090 AM Rosarito, Baja California.
San Diego's sports leader. The home of ESPN Radio. The mighty 1090.
Welcome back to Let's Talk Hookup on the mighty 1090. Phones are absolutely packed. Everybody's excited to talk to Jim. Corey, let's jump back into them. How about this time we talk to Brian, calling us from Wildemar. Brian, thanks for hanging in there with us. Good morning. Why that didn't click there. How about one more time? What's up, Brian?
Oh, there you are. Good morning, guys.
Good morning, Brian.
Good morning.
Jim, I haven't had the pleasure yet to fishing on your boat, but we're really looking forward to it this season. My question was, last week you guys were talking to Booger, and he was talking about the 6X Junior and the 6X for different depths.
Yeah.
How does that translate for a flat fall? Is it the 80 gram to 200 gram? Like, how does that translate?
Well, it doesn't really translate completely. I mean, that flat fall, you're trying to fish a different water column, where the 6X and the 6X Junior, you're actually winding. That's yo-yo fishing. Flat fall fishing, you're not doing that so much. We found that we kept going heavier with the flat falls and using that 250 gram seemed to be the highest producer on this better grade bluefin. Not that they didn't bite the little ones. The problem was when they bit the little ones, they swallow them all the way down and bite them off. And we started putting more hooks on the 250 gram. What we try to do is, hey, we see that fish down there, it's at 30 fathoms. And I have the guys sort of keep an eye on their line, mark it at that depth, and that way they're just winding up 10 or 15 cranks and let it sink again. 10 or 15 cranks, let it sink again. Where you're yo-yo fishing, like Booger was talking about, you're covering whole water columns. I mean, steady eddy, because sometimes that fish will, when Booger first gets on them, they'll be down a little bit deeper, and they just come and build and build and build and get right underneath the boat.
Where Jim, all the bites on the yo-yo are on the wind, actually.
Yeah,
You're winding almost to the surface and then letting it sink again, and then letting it sink all the way down and getting through the school and actually winding the 6X through the school. Where the flat fall is
biting
more of a lure.
Sure.
That's exactly it. Hence the name.
Yeah. So on a yo-yo jig, that fish is, that lure goes zipping by them. They spin around, follow the thing up and grab a hold of it while it's trying to get away. Where that flat fall is just sinking out in front of them.
That yellowtail likes to follow fast-moving jigs.
Okay.
I mean, those guys.
It draws the reaction.
It does.
Yeah.
Well, that's just it. I mean, these reels back in the day.
Back in my day.
I mean, hey,
every day is
2.5 to a 4-to-1 reel. I mean, Jigmaster had the old Jigmasters were 4-to-1. That thing was winding fast. They used to have these things called transmission handles, and they used to put them on squitters.
Real deals?
Real deals.
Uh-huh.
And they would wind it 20-1 because that's what the yellowtail wanted. The faster, the better. So they fall up faster. We're that. I don't know. I'm not going to say them bluefin are lazy, but they like that flat fall, that flutter, and stuff like that. And the bigger they get, they just want to consume more food, and they're moving slower.
Something could just sink down in front of them, and they
That's
can just,
right.
if they can yawn and just pull, a couple gallons of water in that includes your flat fall. That's
Suck
ideal.
it right in.
Now, Jim, you guys are like the masters at catching those bluefins. When is there a time that a guy who's at the rail, Corey's standing at the rail, when is there a time when that fish is down below and you're seeing it on the meter and it's not necessarily up on the surface crash? When do you decide to use a flat fall versus a sinker rig and a sardine? Or is there a difference between the two?
Well, we always definitely use the flat falls in the dark.
Okay.
Always. And then we'll have a couple guys. We try to vary a little bit, have a couple guys with sinker rigs on something. In the daytime, they don't seem to bite the flat fall, what I've seen, as much.
Okay.
Especially when they're deeper from 20 fathoms and farther, then they seem to bite the sinker rigs a little bit better. And if you have, if you're fortunate enough to make a little bit of live squid, that helps.
Okay.
And then come evening again, we'll start switching back over to flat falls and stuff like that. But you're going to just see what the fish is reacting to. So we try to put the guys on different reaction things. A lot of time you'll get that fish under the boat, and he'll stay under the boat for half hour, 45 minutes, an hour. You'll never get a sniff.
It sounds like bluefin.
Yeah, like it used to be.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, one of the guys will be out there, 75, 100 yards, and he'll get a bite. They come up like that. Okay, now we gave a couple guys that get back up on the surface.
Yeah.
We're trying everything, see how that school's going to react. And sometimes you'll be drifting with the school, and all of a sudden you pick two or three, four, they get under the boat, then they want to start biting a little bit.
Yeah.
And then they'll go away for 30 minutes, and all of a sudden you start picking away. You got to be patient with them fish.
Bluefin is something that will test, I'm sure, everybody's patience, even people that have ice in their veins.
Absolutely.
Because you don't know if it's a scenario where you're just going to look at them for the next 2 weeks and you're not going to catch a one, or if it's got to be exactly as you just said. You wait them out. And you
in years past, we'd go and see them big schools. We just turn away from them because they don't bite.
Yeah, they were completely unfishable,
yeah,
really.
They didn't bite. And then, they didn't. And then sometimes you get on these smaller fish, what we call, school fish, 15, 20 pounders, and you worked your butt off with an anchovy, a 4-hook, like Corey and I were talking about earlier.
We were, yeah.
A parabolic rod, something you can cast a bait out with, and you might get a bait. You might get a bite. And otherwise you could have that bait out there, change 20 baits, and never get a sniff.
My very first bluefin was 18 pounds in the middle grounds, probably on the Prowler or the new Luan, and
cool.
On 15-pound test on number 4 hook on a legit market-sized squid, and that's what bluefin was years ago. It's not what we have had the last 5 years at all.
No, not by any stretch. You go out with that gear today, you're losing. You just go home.
Hey,
you're losing.
Yeah.
These are the good old days, truly.
Yeah, they are.
We talked about that at the shop. I've been working at Fisherman's Landing Tackle since I was in high school, and just about that entire stretch of time until the last 5 years ago, when a guy called and said, "What do I need to go fishing?" you could blanketly say you need 25-pound and some 2-0s, and that, for the most part, covered you for the last 20 years of me working
Absolutely.
there until this year.
Yep.
You showed up with 25-pound and a 2-0 on the Cortez when those big ones were biting on the 43. You stood zero chance.
Yeah, no, you just
not going to catch them.
Yeah, this is a pointless operation. But there's guys that are just going to insist on fishing with 60-pound, 80-pound, and just say, this is not good. But you want to do what you want to do. What I see a lot is everybody's afraid to pull on them.
I'm sure.
It's a big bluefin. Well, you got to pull on them. Remember, the longer they stay in the water, the better chance they're going to get off.
You've spent so much time both catching big fish on your boat, commercial fishing, seeing big fish, and for sure all of your time down below in the Royal with those big fish. And this grade of bluefin, this is the size of fish that you catch on 16 day.
Absolutely.
That's what it is.
Absolutely.
And like you said, it's a different animal. You don't. You nailed it. It's everybody does. I finally hooked them. I don't want to lose them, so I don't want to pull too hard. With appropriate tackle and and a good hook and heavy enough line, there's no such thing as pulling too hard.
No,
no. Good gear doesn't fail.
It doesn't. And I even tell all my passengers, I just say, if you have bad gear, you know who you are. Get rid of it. I don't accuse anybody of anything. Yeah. And then I have them, get rigged up. This is what I prefer you to rig up wise. This is what I want to start. Then I have the crew go check and make sure everything's tied properly and check it again. Sometimes they end up cutting all the gear off and starting over. Other times we just, okay, look, come on over. We want to help you guys catch fish. We're not out here for, we don't need it for practice.
But that's what big fish takes. You can make a lot of mistakes you can make a lot of mistakes fishing for a 20-pound albacore and still put the fish on the boat.
That's right.
But 140-pound bluefin is a different story. And
Absolutely.
a 220-pound fish is another story. Like, the bigger they get, like, the more perfect everything has to be. And that's the advantage of getting to ride a boat like the Cortez, is you got a crew of guys who are the most professional in the world at doing exactly that.
They've been there.
Yeah, that's cool.
Done that.
That sounds good to me. Well, hey, appreciate the phone call, Brian, very much. Let's jump right back into the phones. This time we're going to talk to Ed, who's calling us from Mira Mesa this morning. Hi, Ed. Welcome to Let's Talk Hookup.
Hi, guys. Hey, my question about the Cortez is, okay, I'm going to have a couple people coming down out of state, and we're going to need some loaner gear. And is the gear, do we get that from Seaforth, or would we get it on a boat? And also, can a person go down and see a particular bunk that he'd like to have, and can he reserve that bunk for the trip?
Okay, on the open party trips, first part, you can get the gear at the landing, but we also have many setups on the boat. They have two-speed, brand new two-speeds and stuff up there for that kind of fishing that we're doing, if that big fish is around, whatever. They have gear all the way from 25-pound up to 100-pound. Like I said, we have gear on the boat. And as far as when you make a reservation, they have a bunk sheet, and usually it goes by, what bunks are available. But, absolutely. A guy comes down in the middle of the day and say, or you can pick out this bunks. The guys in the office know what bunks are the best.
They know what's available. They can put your name to it.
Put your name to it. We have some very large bunks on the boat, and we have some single bunks. I'd say most of them, especially on the limited load trips, like they would take out the center divider, so everybody ends up with a minimum of a twin size.
That's awesome.
And also, would the galley be able to hold your 15 people?
Yeah, we can seat 16.
That's cool.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah,
that's good.
The one thing that I always admire about the operation at C4 Sport Fishing is how good their gear is available. Like you said, obviously there's gear available on the boat, but if you're faced with a scenario like we had last year, just exactly what we just talked about, that big fish, it does require heavy tackle, and let's face it, appropriate fishing tackle for catching 100+ pound tuna is not inexpensive.
No.
It's an investment, and I know there were a lot of people that wanted to. Well, I want to try this. I want to make sure this is right for me because, not everybody likes fishing for big ones. It's a different scenario. It's not wide open. You're usually working a little bit longer and a little bit harder for your bites. They're fewer and farther between, and it's a little more work on the angler when you do hook one. So a lot of guys wanted to sample that, and Seaforth, realizing that was the case. I mean, they have tackle of all sizes and different quality levels too. I mean, if you wanted to rent a true premium, CalStar Graphiter and Shimano Talica 2-speeds, it's available. And Seaforth has dedicated guys that is what they do, is maintain to the highest level that rental tackle.
And that's no joke, Rick.
Yeah.
I mean, they have an entire room with three guys just full speed taking care of all that gear, re-spooling and taking care of the reels and rinsing everything
You're going
out.
to see tomorrow all the rods we donated to Friends of Rollo. These are
cool.
leftover.
Really?
That's leftover gear.
From Seaforth.
From Seaforth.
Okay, so we're talking some good
But
stuff.
you got to get down there early because I hear there's one or two guys that buy all the rods.
Mike Lund is going to have his hands full.
So, yeah, he does.
Yeah, but like I said, it's just, the operation is so right down there, and Corey, you nailed it. There's 3 full-time employees who do nothing, but it's just yet again, it's another level of service and quality. When you do rent something, you're not getting a rod that's been banged around and not taken care of for the last 6 months. I mean, the guides are all inspected when they need to. The rods are rewrapped and the reels are redone, and you can rest assured you got good gear.
And it's up to the crews
for your guests out of town.
And the crews on the boats. They keep, they see there's something wrong like that. They turn the reel upside down like that. Hey, we'll give you another set of gear that we have on the boat. And there's a lot of times where it's maybe 50%. You'll have guys that rented rods and stuff like that. We'll grab a couple, 3 or 4 extra ones and put them on the boat just in case something happens.
If you have a charter group that needs a rental rod, they actually supply a couple extra.
Oh, yeah, we always get, a handful more, and just make sure. I have a couple of groups that are all rent rods, and they come out 2 or 3 times a year, and that's what they do.
Cool. I mean, that's a testament to your service, Jim, truly on the Cortez, and Seaforth in itself, too.
Totally.
It's important. I mean, these people, you're out there, 50, 100 miles or whatever, you're not going to a store to pick up a new one.
Right. Yeah, that's a good call. Hey, Ed, appreciate the phone call very much.
Thank you.
You got it, buddy. Thanks a lot for that. Look forward to seeing you when you come down. How about next up, we talked to Jeff. Called us from Huntington Beach this morning. Hi, Jeff. Welcome to Let's Talk Hookup.
Hey, good morning, Rick.
Hi, Jeff.
Morning, Jeff.
Hey, good. Welcome to the show, Corey. And Jim, I had just a comment. I fished with you on the Cortez, at the Cortez, way back in the 90s.
There you go.
We did a lot of fishing. We didn't do a lot of catching. It was a rough trip.
I got that.
That was
we've been through those.
Yeah, I've seen one of
those. Yeah. I was a fellow named Terry, or what was his name?
Terry Henschel?
Part of your boat, huh?
Terry Henschel?
No, that wasn't it. Anyway, Tracy was his name.
Oh.
Tracy. Yeah. At any rate, I was wondering how you prep the fish, if you had the RSW, and if you guys do them like long range, if you spike them and bleed them and do all that stuff.
We spike them, we bleed them, we rinse them, and we put a new chiller on this last year.
Ooh.
And so we keep all the fish in RSW condition. They don't get dropped into a fish hole, they go down a slide. So we try to keep the bruising down to a minimum. No, we treat them like it's like we're taking it home.
That's cool. The highest quality, Corey and I, we've been saying it every time, like the highest, that's one thing you get going on that boat is like everything always happens to the highest ability of it being able to be done.
I've learned a lot working on that Royal
and
seeing other stuff, way things are handled and stuff like that. And, I like to try to be a smaller version of good experience.
That's awesome.
That's what I want to try to do.
That's pretty cool.
And it's about taking home quality product.
Yeah,
it really is.
Oh, it is. Taking care of the fish.
For those that don't understand, I mean, the spiking and bleeding, you're putting the fish down immediately, and bruising.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody might not understand what you're talking about.
Totally.
I mean, a bruised fish ends up
a big blood spot, big red spot on it.
And if you've ever had a fillet where you've got that bruised area, and that's what it comes from. And it's something you're taking care of at the highest quality, and it's not thrown in the gunny sack anymore.
No.
Taken care of that way. So.
No, I mean, even on the Royal, like we get done unloading fish and stuff like that, I call Sean and I ask him how the fish come out. If most of the people took them there, and I did the same thing when it'd go over to Mario's or to 5 Star, wherever it went.
Yeah.
I'd call and ask how'd that fish come out. I want to know, because did it come out good? Did it come out?
Sure.
Do I need to do this?
What do we need to do different on the boat to get it to come out
better?
Yeah.
That's cool. Well, hey, Jeff, that answer your question for you?
I sure did.
Appreciate it very much, buddy.
Big Bluefin.
Yeah, you got it, man. Thanks a lot for the phone call. Here's a guy that you spent some time with fishing over the years. Captain Frank Lepresti's on the line right now. What's up, Frank?
Hey, I just wanted to get Roy's quick report in. You guys, good morning.
Morning,
Roy
Frank.
had 18 wahoo yesterday, 21 tuna. Bill Nakaki had a 307. There was Bill McCarthy with a 287. There was another one 270, another one 250, 5 over 2, 1 over 3. Great day yesterday.
Beautiful.
Before that, he had 5 fish over 200 a couple days before that. So he's rolling along pretty nice, along with some very good wahoo fishing. I believe he's got about 120 wahoo.
Oh, my
Very
God.
nice.
What a trip. You bummed your...
So there you go. Good morning, Jimmy.
Good morning, Frank.
I think Jimsy's bummed he's missing this one.
Yes.
All right, you guys. Well, thank you for taking the call.
Frank, appreciate it very much. Thanks for keeping us updated. Boy, that's some good living right there.
Yeah.
See you later. Bye-bye.
All right, Frank. Thanks a lot for that. Boy, that's good. I'll take that.
It's salvaging it
That's
because, they had a rough couple of days, 2, 3, 4, 5 fish a day and, a couple of handfuls of wahoo and stuff like that. So.
We talked about this pretty recently, the difference, not every trip fits every person's budget, but a caller asked the difference between, the kind of the in vogue trip right now, which can be fantastic, those trips down to Puerto Vallarta and going on a long range trip. And this is exactly the reason why you go on a 16-day or an 18-day.
Correct.
Is because you've got, that big fish takes time, like we were just saying. You don't just go down, drop the anchor, and catch a whole bunch. That's just not how those big ones work. And you need time for conditions, and you need time for that fish to do what it wants to do. And
well, I'm not knocking the guys down there fishing
not at all.
Puerto Vallarta or
nor I.
I like that. They're catching some nice grade fish.
Absolutely.
But you're going out with most of these guys are less than 12 people. You're going out there and you're catching 3 or 4 of these things. On a 3-day, 4-day trip down there. I mean, that's their people's time span.
Sure.
They can spend time down there. You go on these long-range trips, right? You're covering some area. You can get on, where you see the fish for 2 or 3 days, and you don't get nothing. All of a sudden, it's game on.
Yeah.
You know, like you said, 5 or 6 over 200 yesterday or whatever. I mean, it makes a big difference. All of a sudden, today it might be more. There are wahoo mixed in. You know, the first couple of days is slow. And one thing about the group that's on there right now, they know all about slow. They've been slow, and then they've always ended up with a big bang.
That's cool.
You know, I mean, there's some good fishing to be had.
That sounds good to me. Well, hey, that sounds like good living right there.
Yeah.
We got another hour of Let's Talk Hookup coming your way. More with Captain Jim Hughes. Corey and I got you covered for another hour. It's Let's Talk Hookup on the mighty 1090.
Nothing is more exciting than fishing Cedros Island on a Hobie Mirage Drive kayak. And Cedros Kayak Fishing will hook you up on this amazing experience. Cedros Kayak Fishing offers deluxe accommodations in their beautiful secluded casita with all the comforts you would expect from a high-end resort, including single occupancy rooms and filtered water. Kayak tours are on Hobie Outback kayaks with bait tanks, fish finder, and VHF radios to ensure a great experience. Fly to Cedros and travel light, as Cedros Tackle has a fully outfitted tackle shop, including top-of-the-line rental gear. After a long day on the water, enjoy delicious local cuisine prepared by the staff. Cedros Kayak Adventures also has a fully outfitted panga and off-road truck and trailer to take you to super secluded spots. Fish where the others don't with Cedros Kayak Fishing. Come join Jeff and the gang for a great trip on Cedros Island. Visit the website at cedroskayakfishing.com for more information and to book your trip.
Pete here to tell you about our friends Jim and Mary and their incredible crew at Poway Valley Collision. I hear it all the time. Hey, I took my car to Poway Valley Collision, and you were right. Mentioned you guys, and they gave us the VIP treatment. Fixed our car, and even gave us a special price. Believe me when I say Poway Valley Collision is worth the drive from anywhere in the Southland. We know you may not need them now, but when accidents happen, it pays to go to Poway Valley Collision. And I'm not fooling. Our listeners can save hundreds of dollars on your car or truck repair. They work with most insurance companies, including Auto Club, MetLife, and Wawanesa, and more. All you do is call Jim, Mary, or any of their team members, and they do all the rest. No hassles, just top-notch work and VIP treatment. I had my car repaired at Poway Valley Collision, and the job was perfect. So get your vehicle fixed right at Poway Valley Collision, 14211 Garden Road in Poway. Check PowayValleyCollision.com.
Fisherman's Landing is the top choice in local and long-range fishing. Hi, this is Doug Kern. Our hardworking crew is always looking for ways to improve your fishing experience. We offer the finest open party trips from 1 to 3 days, the best charter boats available, and of course, our world-renowned long-range fleet is second to none. We are proud to say Fisherman's Landing is now a full-service sport fishing operation, offering half-day trips on the Dolphin, and now, for the first time in the long history of Fisherman's Landing, we have 3/4-day open party trips on the Liberty. We built the Liberty specifically to offer a better experience. Run by veteran captain Taro Takeuchi, the 85-foot Liberty is the first open party 3/4-day boat to offer bunks for your comfort. She also has huge bait capacity and RSW fish holds to keep your catch fresh. Plus, Liberty has a big galley and 2 interior heads with showers. Our open party trips from half-day, 3/4-day, or 1 to 3 day trips can be easily booked online at fishermanslanding.com or give us a call at 619-221-8500. I'll see you at Fisherman's Landing in San Diego.
XEPRS 1090 AM Rosarito, Baja California.
San Diego's sports leader. The home of ESPN Radio. The mighty 1090.
Fifth Avenue Insurance has a new name. It's Snap Insurance, still providing anglers and boaters with the best in boat insurance and the lowest rates. The experts at Snap Insurance will make sure your boat and property are covered right. Traveling to Mexico? Snap has you covered. You can even work with your agent to wrap your home and auto with your boat policy to save even more. Call them for advice on your current boat policy or any of your insurance needs. Snap Insurance, 800-527-6617 or snapins.com. That's SNAPPINS.com.
Who's going to be more successful? The guy with a state-of-the-art fish finder and the latest sonar technology? Or the guy who wastes time looking for fish the old-fashioned way? Smart fishermen know how to embrace technology, and no one understands technology better than your San Diego County Ford dealer. The new F-150 is the only truck available with Pro Trailer Backup Assist, the most advanced, most efficient way to back a trailer ever. It's just one of many high-tech features you won't find on any other truck. Ford is also the only brand available with EcoBoost, a twin turbocharged engine that offers impressive fuel economy without sacrificing power. In other words, Ford trucks just flat out work smarter. So whether you're on the road or on the water, don't let technology pass you by. Come in now and get a clearance price on a new high-tech 2017 F-Series pickup. Visit your nearest San Diego County Ford dealer today. Ford, that's California smart. Learn more at buyfordnow.com.
When bad weather and rough seas send other boats back to the dock, Seakeeper allows you to fish longer and fish harder, even in the roughest conditions. Don't believe it? Just ask those that have put them on their boat, like Captain Pete Grosbeck and other professionals. Fishing in the trough with Seakeeper basically eliminates the trough. Seakeeper's newest offering, the Seakeeper 3, is optimized to eliminate up to 95% of boat roll on boats between 30 and 39 feet. Even better, this gyro is so small it can fit inside a customized leaning post and operate on your current battery system, making installation fast and easy. Watch for new product coming soon. The Seakeeper for boats. Think about it. Eliminate up to 95% of boat roll on your boat. That is amazing. To learn more about how Seakeeper can change your life on the water and to schedule your free demo, go to seakeeper.com. Take a ride, be amazed. Seakeeper.